Let me tell y'all something. Queen Sugar made me get up out my bed at 12:07 a.m. and having to be quiet for my neighbors to make this video. You done made me take my damn bonnet off. This show was so good tonight. I had got up. I was finna go to sleep. It was everything. Queen Sugar, season 2, episode, I don't remember. Let's get into it. We got to see Calvin. Good, we got some drama. And that last second bomb was everything, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started. So at the beginning of the show, Ralph, Angel, and Dollar are just talking. He has taken a job at the shrimp place, so now he's not going to be selling dope or doing anything illegal. So, you know, we're happy about that with Ralph Angel. So he did take the job at the shrimping place. He washing himself off. He don't want her to smell how he smell after he get off work. He said he didn't want to come inside, you know, smelling like that. She like, oh, baby, it will be fine. You know, you don't really care if your man stink when y'all like new in love. You know, it's cute. But like after y'all be together for a while, you be like, nigga, wash yourself off before you come inside the house. Darla says her job plus, you know, the farm, they should be fine. He really don't have to work this extra job. And he like, no, I gotta work for it. Plus money can pay for the wedding. We're gonna have a wedding, and anything they face, they're gonna face it together. I should damn know right then something was going to the left. It was real cute. Y'all was real cute. So we're at the doctor's office with Vi. She tested positive for an ADA test or ANA test. We had the 80% or something like that correlation with lupus. So we've determined that now she has lupus. She don't have fibromyalgia. She has lupus, people. Lupus is a disease where your body thinks you're having a disease, so it starts fighting off the disease, but it's really not fighting anything off, so it's attacking its own self. That's what lupus is. But lupus can be managed. It's a chronic illness, but it can be managed. Now, Vi is rocked. I mean, it was like, she didn't really say nothing. Like, she was in total shock, and the doctor was like, listen, I'm here for you. Total shock. Remy comes over to Charlie's house and tells her that the community was pleased. He'd been hearing good things about the festival and they want to do it every year. So she's like, you know, I'm doing it every year. You know, if you help me organize it. And he was like, okay, girl, you know, I'm going to help you organize it. So he said he want to celebrate. So he want to take her out to dinner. But we could stay in. I said, Charlie been trying to get her son for like 3 episodes, okay? Like, she is dropping them hints, honey. She trying to get some of that date. He like, okay, well, maybe dessert afterward. Oh, here we go with the double entendres. Y'all going to use double entendres? You hungry? I got something you can eat. Okay, we get it. She said, well, what do you have in mind? And he says, I don't really know what I have in mind. He says, you need to understand it's been a minute. Basically, he was married. You know, he haven't been with nobody since his wife died. And she said she respect that. And it was real cute and grown. Like, it was a real grown-ass moment. Like, I was here for it. He say she who he wants. Though. Remy said it, Remy. And I can't do the praise because they're going to get booty. So I got to be Remy and Charlie, Remy, and Charlie. I don't know. I got to come up with something. Give me some time. I'm going to work on it, okay? Vi is sitting in her house just like reeling from the news about her diagnosis with lupus. She's really upset. Like you can tell, God, the lady's such a good actor. My God, what is her name? Like, she's everything. She calls Darla and tells her that she has a very large pie order that's due that week. She thought it was due next week, but she won't be able to host her dinner. But I don't think she's telling the truth. I think it is actually due next week. I think that Vi is just so tired and overworked that she can't do it. You know, the lupus is, because really lupus does really take a toll on the people who have it. I mean, they're all in the hospital. They're constantly tired, you know, things of this nature. Darla is disappointed, but she says she's going to help her pay for the dinner, and she had the key lime pie for her, whatever. She hang up the phone with her, but she's broke down, y'all. They will not kill my auntie Vi off the show. They will not do it. So Nova is chatting with homegirl with the twins about the breakup with her and Dubois. She's saying she was losing herself. She started saying stuff and doing stuff that wasn't her. And, you know, the homegirl's like, well, at least you broke it up, you know, now. And then just let it go on later on. I mean, you know, it is what it is. I ain't even gonna get into it. I saw the reason why she broke up with him. She did throw the man away. But, you know, hey, she's sitting in there and all of a sudden, dun, 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 dun. Calvin walk in, honey. And so they lock eyes, and it's like kismet. It's like, hi. It's like Olivia Pope and Fitz. So they look at each other. He's not as cute as he was the first season to me, but like, he looked different. He looked a little broke down. Maybe he just looked sad and depressed because he ain't getting nothing from Nova. Maybe Nova Coochie like rejuvenate his life, maybe. Because he needed it, child. So anywho, he comes over to her. He says hi. She says hi. And her friend was like, okay, I guess I'm just going to get up and leave because you guys are Nova's like, no, I'm with my friend. You know, he was like, all right, you know, ma'am, I'll call you later. And she was like, yeah, come on. And I'm like, yeah, be, you know, some of that day, girl. You know how it's about to go down, girl. You miss old Calvin. Her friend had introduced herself to, and he introduced himself. And, you know, it's good to meet you. It's good to meet you, too. So when he left, friend was like, bitch, who is that? I don't know why they didn't do that on the show, like, because that would have been a true accurate depiction of the interaction between two friends, and I believe that crosses all racial and ethnic bounds. Because you'll be like, bitch, girl, who is that girl? You ain't ever told me about his ass, okay? And she was like, some things are just better left in the past. Like, girl, you need to stop speaking in haikus and poems, bitch. Who is this? Who is this white chocolate piece right here, honey? Girl, listen, she wouldn't be able to get away with no some things. Girl, no. What's the tea, sis? Nova comes over to Darla and Ralph Angel's house. Ralph Angel says he took in the soybeans and that Proctor's estimate was wrong and they actually made 20% more than they thought they was going to make. So although he cannot quit his second job yet, they can use that extra money to have a really nice wedding. He had to keep the pay stub for the parole. So they turn on the music and, you know, Darla's happy and they start dancing. Everybody's having a good time. Vi comes over and she starts dancing too. She got her little food together. So everybody's, you know, getting ready for Darla's parents to arrive. So Blue and Ralph Angel are getting ready and they're in the room. Blue tells, you know, he wants Ralph Angel to put on his tie and he's asking them, what does he call them? And it was so nice how, like, he had so much respect for his Pop because he was like, I have Pop, you know, I only had one and I called him Pop, but I'm not going to call him his name because even though he's not alive anymore, he's still Pop. That was just such a special moment to me. I love Blue. Oh my God, I love him. Why you did that? You lied. Oh my God. So anyway, Ralph Angel gives him different names that he could call his grandpa, like, you know, Pawpaw, grandfather, and such. He finally chooses Grandpa, which is a classic grandfather name. Darla's parents have arrived. I was scared, you was scared, she was scared, everybody was scared. Okay, I didn't know what to expect. Jumps out the car, you see two beautiful, tall, light-skinned people. They were beautiful people. That is Michelle Michels. Whatever her name is, she's been beautiful since forever. That's a beautiful woman. She hugs, very warm, very, you know, open to her daughter. The dad gets out. He also hugs. He's not as warm, but he's not cold either. The man, both of them are very popular actors. I just can't think of the man's name. So they meet Blue for the first time, and this was touching to me. I mean, the grandmother got down on her knee, and she says, call them Darlene and Quincy. So it's Grandma Darlene and Grandpa Quincy. They hug, and then the grandpa, when he hugs his grandpa, y'all, grandpa tries so hard to hold it in, but he ended up having a thug tear, and a tear just came down. Oh, my God. It was one thug tear. I was so here for y'all. It was everything. Blow. Rob prays and they eat dinner. Mama talks about New Orleans and how every time they come, they go to the French Quarter and this place and that place. And then she accidentally says, oh, you know, the time we came to bring you down here to school. Basically saying, time you came down here and went to college and ruined your whole life, girl, messing around with these people, okay? And it was a little faux pas. You know, the room got a little tense for a second. But, you know, we moved on. Darla's father goes on to talk to Nova about her accomplishments, you know, her writing for the paper, her being on TV and what she's going to do in her future. And then he goes on to Charlie talking about the mill, like he had really read up on them and about their different accolades and whatnot. And Ralph Angel, you know, he's sensitive. So, you know, he felt a little slighted. You could tell he felt a little slighted. And the dad wasn't really focusing on Darla. Darla is his daughter. And Charlie gives Darla her props. I couldn't do it without Darla. She helps me do everything and everything. And the daddy was like, yeah, girl, you know, I'm sure, you know, she be folding them little papers, filing papers, girl, making phone calls, child, you know, whatever, child. Ralph Angel jumps in to defend her and says, well, you know, Darla can do something too. You know, I was like, Ralph Angel, just, it's cute. I mean, you want to defend her. That's good. That's honorable. But you just Vi tries to break the tension that's going on at the table by saying Blue can spend the night at her house so they don't have to get up early in the morning. They all start passing the food around, and they later on that night, Vi and the grandmother, Darlene, they in the room getting Blue ready to spend the night at Vi, so getting him some clothes or whatever. Then they talk when he leaves out of the room. They talk about what Darla did. Do you think it took a toll on him? And Really, y'all, Vi really did defend daughter, talk about how much of a good mother she is, and that he's a happy child. He was blessed with him. They think the moon and the stars of each other. It was really nice, She says they both have things that they won't forget, but he's a happy child, and he's grown up with a lot of love. And she, the mom thanks her for taking care of her, and she says she's sorry for the time that she missed with both of them. They here now. It was so nice. God, I just love it. Like, let me tell y'all something. We be coming together more than we hate each other. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad there's finally a show that reflects like sisterhood and love. Have y'all noticed the theme of mothers? First it was Nova and her issues with her mother. Then it was Charlie and her issues with her mother. And now it's this young lady, Darla, and her issues with her mother. It's just beautiful to see the mamas and the daughters just getting, oh my God, praise the Lord. That's just beautiful. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Nova is sitting at home in a chair with a little head wrap and a tank top on. She ain't had no bra. She had a little rough shorts on. That must be like woke lingerie. I said, girl, you made that call, didn't you? You answered that phone when he called you, did you? So Calvin wants to come in. Calvin has arrived at the house. She answers the door, honey. And he's standing up there looking like a white piece of chocolate, like a Hershey Spark. And I was like, girl, you are not about to get nothing tonight, sis. Like, y'all already know it's about to get messed up with, like, complications in real life or whatever. Like, what? So they sit there and they talk. And he said he thought he was okay. He thought he was moving on. He when he saw her, everything just shifted again. And he doesn't know why they cannot find peace together, because she said she did too. She thought she moved on. She tried. She realized she has been at war with herself. And he says, why can't we find peace together? And then he get on his knees and he say, whatever it is, I will do it. Whatever you tell me to do, I will do it. Child, I can't even get nobody to text me back. Remy comes over to Charlie's house and she got on her silky robe. Remy and Charlie, silky robe. So I know she was about to get some. But we seen that down. So I mean, he ain't waste no time. Okay, so they went on back in the room. They was holding hands, and then he started taking off. He took off his clothes and she took off that silky robe, honey. She took off that silky robe. So when Charlie started taking off her silky robe, he was trying to be sexy when he said something like, he sees forever, he believes in forever and he want her or something like that. And they rolled over and her face was like, she was like, wait a minute, like, she like, hold up. Stop. You know what, now that I think about it, we haven't really talked about anything. So, like, we need to talk. We need to be on the same page and figure out what we gonna do. You said forever. Did you mean forever? Like, ever? Like, you meant that for real or you just playing? And he was like, I guess I was just thinking out loud, Oh, okay, you be like pillow talk. Oh, all right, we could do the pillow talk. They started kissing or whatever again. He was like, wait a minute, so you trying to say you seem like you relieved, like you a little bit too relieved. Like, do you see a future with us? Do you ever see yourself get married again? And she was like, well, I mean, I just got out of this marriage. Like, I really haven't thought about, it's just not on my mind to get married right now. I just got out of a marriage. What about having a family? I could never have a family with the wife that passed away, so I always wanted to have one. And she was like, I really haven't thought about having kids. And she was like, I don't really know if I want to. Of course, it's going to kill the vibe. So they both sit up, child. It's over with. He says, well, Ken is something that she could start thinking about. And she was like, I don't really know if I want to. So we back to Calvin. He's on his knees begging, please. He's on his knees begging for, give me another chance. Give me one more chance. If he had another chance, he would want her to know how he felt about her. He said, and then he go into this long diatribe about how he did everything, what everybody wanted him to do his whole life. And being with her was the first time he could be himself. And she's so free and so brave. And when he's around her, he wants to be free. And he wants to be brave too. He loves her so much. And she's like, I love you. But then she says, to you, I'm freedom. And for me, you are prison. He like, girl, what you talking about? How you going to say that to me? And then she gets up and walked away. And he says, what happened to that boy was horrible. He took care of him and made him pay for what he did. So I think they talking about Micah, y'all. So we probably going to find something out else about that. But I think that's the boy they talking about, unless it's another person. The other boy, no, he went to Atlanta with his family. Sweetie, sweets, young sweetie pie. Micah, I think he took care of Micah. That cop who did something to Micah. She said, she can't be herself fully when she was with him. I mean, it was a long monologue, but basically she can't fight for the people and then come home to a policeman every day. She shouldn't have to question herself, and it's parts of her that he does not want to get to know, that he don't want to know. He was like, I never asked you to change yourself for me. She was like, I know you never, but you never even asked me about those parts of myself. So there's just basically a fundamental difference they have. He is a police officer and she is a social rights activist. She feels some type of way about dating him and how that's going to affect her life and everything moving forward. So I don't know. I mean, I get her point, but I mean, if he's not a bad police officer, then I don't see what the problem is. But I don't know, child. Nova done kicked another one to the curb. So we see the next morning they wake up together. So obviously she still got her some D. So I ain't mad at sis. At least you got you some D out. You had you some farewell penis. And he give her a morning kiss and he stand outside. He put his back to the sun. I was like, this is the last time we gonna see Kevin. But at least he caught one more check. So Darla and her mom, oh y'all, this was such a good scene. My God. Darla and her mom are talking. They sitting on the porch talking. Her mom is remarking about how she's made this place her home. And she said, who really created a life in this town. Darla says that she needs what the town has right now, which is stability and family. Her mom says, which you said that like you're not your family or whatever. And she was like, well, and with all due respect, I wrote, I called, I told you I need help. And her mom was like, listen, you need to understand, and this what drug addicts don't be understanding. You need to understand that you lied about a lot of stuff. You said you was clean and you wasn't clean. You said you needed help. We gave and you wouldn't accept our help. You said you wanted help, but you wouldn't accept our help. You called us. She said when our daughter called us screaming in the night and we came for her and you weren't there. And when my daughter called me threatening to do stuff to herself, you don't know how we felt. It tore us apart. And then she says your daddy went through a really rough time, like he tried to commit suicide or like he was really depressed about what happened. So that's probably why he's so hardened to her at the point right now. She was like, you have to understand, you was calling us demanding money. You almost broke us, and they had to create some distance between them for their own health. I mean, when she gave that monologue, it was everything. Oh my God, y'all. It was so good. Darla stands up and she takes responsibility for her actions. She said, now her being a mother lets her know how she broke her mother's heart and she wants to make amends and she's sorry. She says, please forgive me. She is clean. Her mama said she forgive her and she believed her. Y'all, I was crying real tears, like tears was coming down my face. Y'all know what I'm going through. So just to see them hugging, and it mirrored the scene when Charlie and her mom was hugging her when she was comforting her going through pain, and they came through that pain to a reconciliation. Now they're coming through their pain to a reconciliation. That was pretty interesting how that was highlighted. I really, 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 really like, oh my God, the scene was so good, y'all. And she says, when you can make amends, you can truly be free. I really want you to feel that freedom. She encourages her to go make amends with her father. So Remy and Charlie, so they're sitting down at the counter, eating ice cream or something like that, talking about karma. She says, I don't know what kind of karma I have, and I don't know what kind of life, you're going to have if you are with me, And he says he thinks he's okay with not knowing. And, they have plenty of time to figure it out. They're going to figure it out. They ain't going to do it just yet, y'all. Maybe a few more episodes, but he going to give us some, child. I mean, he is playing hard to get, honey. So Darla is talking to her daddy. We got it halfway through that scene, probably making amends with him just like she did with her mom. And he's telling her that she says, she's going to be a great wife. She's a great mom. Daddy says, I believe that you'll be a great wife. You making amends with me, but you need to make amends with Ralph Angel. You have to start your marriage off with truth and foundation. So you need to tell him the truth. I believe that he loves you enough and y'all can make it through. I said, what the hell is she finna tell Ralph Angel? Please don't let this be what I think it is, Jesus. Please don't let this. So she goes to the backyard, y'all. She just standing up there. She just looking at him. He rinsing off the shrimp, smell from work. She's standing out there and she's just saying, I love you so much and don't hate me. And I have to tell you something. He like, oh my God, girl, what did you finna tell me, girl? Like, what are you scaring me? She says that when they first got together, she went back to Philadelphia. So I guess that's where they from. And she got high with some of her friends from high school. It was at a party. And she had sex with someone. Okay? And so she says, Blue might not be his baby. We were rooting for you, darling. 6 years, darling. Baby, Ralph Angels just got down on the ground, child, and just started breathing hard. I know he is told, baby, it's gonna take us 3 more seasons for him to get himself back right. You better hope he don't go rob nobody on the next episode, y'all. We just gonna, oh my God. We got to put him on the prayer list. I mean, did y'all go to Bible study before this? Why they do him like? I don't know what's going to happen. Are they going to get a DNA test on him? Is he still going to even want to be with her? Is he going to go back to a life of crime because he just so discombobulated? Y'all know he fragile. I just don't know, y'all. This show has gotten so good. Oh my God, I love it so much. I want to hear what you think about it, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I hope you can hear me because I know I'm talking kind of low. I don't want to disturb my neighbors. It is 12:35 a.m. Okay, so I'm going to be on the road tomorrow, so y'all just wish me luck and pray for me, okay? I see y'all next week. Peace.